sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Indianapolis Colts and the Houston Texans. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. Had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They're on 24-yard line.
Ready up. Go 58's the mic. Better bring it. You better bring it.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after them.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
58, boys, 58.
They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Brings up second and 12.
On second down, Tua. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 52 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you get game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things could be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Eason and the Colts now with a first and 10 at their own 16. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he will finally go out of bounds just shy of the 40. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. They go play action with Eason. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
This is caught. Watkins. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Off the play fake. Wade. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. From 3 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. And he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
60 red. Two times. That boy's got four down.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. It's caught left side by Cooks. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Texans have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Taken in the end zone.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Off play action. Wade. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time, but it'll be 2nd down. You know, projections for him were a little all over the board. Some saw him as a day 3 pick, maybe a little bit higher, but here he is, round 3.
I do know teams that had him listed as a 1st-round talent. I also had teams that had him listed as a day 3 guy, which is rounds 4 through 7. So him going in the 3rd round kind of fit in the middle. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder wanting to prove that he should have been taken higher.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Off the play fake. Wade. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And that's caught by Beasley. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 31-yard line. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards. On that catch, he's already eclipsed 100 yards here in the first quarter. Charles, he's on pace for over 400.
And playing with great confidence, isn't he? I think he probably had it coming into the game, and now that he's really come out of the gate this strongly, how'd you like to be in the huddle with him right now? You know he's demanding the
Give me the
football.
ball.
And guess what? I'd throw it to him. He's having a fantastic game, and they haven't defended him yet.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Hey, watch the slant.
Off play action. Wade. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, but it'll be second and goal.
Leads to second and goal.
Watch the run. Back 55. Back 55.
Off the play fake. Wade. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Blankenship out for the point after. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
58's the mic. 58.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Back. Smash.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one.
The first quarter, with the score tied 14-14.
Drop low 80. All day, baby. Check the backer, check the backer.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's got room. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That burst good for 20 and a first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the Colts are going to be set up with a first and goal as good running gets them down to about the 4-yard line. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about...
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Colts have broken our tie as they take the lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Houston set to take over. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked somewhere else, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
DeForest Buckner in on the tackle. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Coverage defensively by Jeff Okuda.
58, boys, 58, 58.
Out of the gun on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Texans, 18 yards.
Ready. Yellow, 22. Right there. I'm here all day. I'm here all day.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here we go. Here we go. Big end, big end, big end.
2nd down, it's Henderson. Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down.
58 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's got his man. It's Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
And at the 17-yard line.
I'm scared. 58, right over there, right over there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
58 to the mic. 58 to the mic. Rip left, rip left.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Watch the screen. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and that'll bring him back within 4.
The score, Colts 21, Texans 17.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me,
the Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
it certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it could be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And they're on the tackle, Shaq Lawson.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Brings up third down.
Off play action. Wade. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down in bounds. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wade. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give him 32 on the play. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Check, 55 the line. Check below 18.
Off the play fake. Wade. And his throw here's incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Off play action. Wade. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got him. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And with that completion, he's now north. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 6 yards away. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Tua Tagovailoa in the offense heading back out. You know, normally he's probably pretty happy with his performance at this point. He's played pretty well. Bottom line, they're down on the scoreboard, so I'm guessing he's not that happy.
No, the fantasy owners who have him for this week, oh, they're happy with what's going on. But for him leading a team, trying to win a ball game, I agree with you. Not happy at all. Trying to figure out how to up his game and inspire his teammates to do the same.
That's a true leader. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
A gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Check, check.
Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Leonard on the tackle.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Now this one complete on the slant route. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Mike 15, Mike 15.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy, because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong, because they have plenty of leg.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. That one good for 21 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and 10. Field goal unit not out there. They want 6 before halftime. A final shot before break. Wade, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
That's another beautiful throw right there. It gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Off the play fake. Wade. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Off play action. Wade. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
No! We got to do our job, man!
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that, because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And he finds who else? Watkins. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. To throw on 3rd down. Wade. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Oh, man.
Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up fourth. Now it's first.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. And that can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Wade. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. He's got his man on the crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Hey, pick it up.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He finds his target, Fuller. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Watch the screen. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike.
Tua to throw again. A short throw. This is caught by Cox. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 48-yard line.
Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Ready. Go.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Now they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And he is going to have a Texans first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
44-yard line.
Our time. It's our time. Mike 50. Mike 50.
On first down, Tagovailoa. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. It was Von Miller who shot in there to get him down. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or
very
lights
quickly.
out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
And he will find his man on the outside. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
We got 4. We got 4. Here we go. Here we go. 50. 50. Mike 50. I got 1.
Tua sets up to pass it. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Joe Schobert able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner. And I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Off play action. Wade. Out of his hands quickly to Pittman. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards. 1st down, Colts.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Colts add on to their lead. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the extra point.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24.
Rodrigo Blankenship.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Back now in Houston. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Tua. Throw complete right side to Cooks. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Texans on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. Hey, I'm coming after you.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Watch the run. Watch the run. baby. That's baby time. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Touchdown, Houston. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 69 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Now the Houston offense is going to stay out there as they'll try for 2. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow. To a hit, and the ball is out, and the Colts pick it up.
The attempt at the 2-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score.
It's funny to me because we actually keep a football in the booth with us during games. And I notice you cradling the football. You got it tucked pretty tight with the points of pressure here. And that didn't occur on that play, did it?
Now, you saying I wouldn't have fumbled if I was down there?
You would not have fumbled. You got that thing locked in tight.
I also have really large biceps.
Well, conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, we know he has pretty good hands on display there. In fact, he only needed one of them.
Yeah, nowadays, all these receivers work on this, right? They do the one-handed catches off the machine in practice. They do it with their quarterbacks. They do it contested, uncontested. They make it part of their repertoire.
Check back, check back. Hey, check back.
Off the play fake. Wade. Throw left side complete. It's Watkins. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Watkins. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go, Shaq. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
To throw on 2nd down. Wade. This is caught. Watkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off play action. Wade. This will be caught at about the 6. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. On 4th down, Wade. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. He had the good earlier, throwing his first career touchdown pass. Now the bad, his first career interception.
So you had to have some balance at some point, right? Didn't that what we all seek in our lives? But here's the thing. He had the success, you mentioned it, through the touchdown pass. Sometimes you press it a little bit more, try a few other things, but that's how you learn. He'll throw a few more interceptions along the way, but I bet he'll balance that with a heck of a lot more touchdown passes, too.
Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for him because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Joe Schobert able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Mike, Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Here's Tua. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Indy set to go on offense once more. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a handoff here to his running back. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, and you practice it. They've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
25 yards that time. Off the play fake. Wade. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Michael Pittman there to make the grab. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. Touchdown, Houston. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 77 yards. And the Texans cut into that lead. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple of more times to give them a chance.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Wide, get wide.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And that is incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was looking for Watkins that time, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
4-1's Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Throwing again. Wade. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Off-play action. Wade. And that's caught by Beasley. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Off the play fake. Wade. This is intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football.
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Here we go, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Man, that's trash.
Off play action. Wade. The toss here completed to Pittman. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
Strip that ball.
Off the play fake. Wade. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24.
Off play action. Wade. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. From 4 yards out. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
And the effort stopped out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Now the Colts will use their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Tua. Hits his target, the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime.